I was in the RAF for 2 years in National Service. Actually, I brought my old flying manual, and this goes from your first flying basically through to aerobatics, air navigation, and approaching in bad weather, like down to 500 foot in cloud and things like that. So this book covers basically everything. Formation, flying, the lot. But as I say, it is updated regular, but this is an old book now. It's a long while out of date. But it does tell you, even when you land in very poor weather, like when they used Fido to get Lancasters down, they were spraying petrol into the air, and it was ignited, and you landed down the middle of the petrol. There was flames on each side of petrol, and the Lancaster landed down the middle. It must have been very, very frightening for the crews. See these massive heaps of flame. From memories I can remember from primary school at Nettleton, and I can remember Nettleton Hill being one mass of flame with incendiary bombs. We found 3 incendiary bombs on our relatively near to the house. Otherwise, it's just the bangs and the searchlights that you had all the time, and the flames and the glow from whole burning. In the memories, the food we did quite well because we had some poultry, which you had maybe once or twice a week. But then also, your parents were also catching wild rabbits, so you maybe had rabbits 3 times a week. But you always had the pudding before you had the meat. Then you didn't eat much meat. We used to either snare them or trap them. They were locally wild rabbits. But my father-in-law, he was on a kind of special army. Nobody knows much of him because they were never released from the Secrecy Act. So as far as a father-in-law and that, he would not tell anybody anything about it. But things have shown up relatively lately, the last 3 or 4 years, with these hideaways that they had. If the Germans invaded, they could go to these hideaways. They might be down navigation lane encased behind a hedge, and they're all covered over. And they could go there, and there was food there and everything. And then they could reappear to do sabotage. And all these people who were in it were either gamekeepers or poachers, people who knew all around the countryside, maybe where they shouldn't be looking, but they knew these places. Okay. But as I say, they would never tell anybody about it because there's still a Secrecy Act. I saw the aircraft blew up near Caister, crashed in Caister, Yarborough Fields. The wing came off and the aircraft just went bang. But the parachutists, you could see them coming down further towards the south. But otherwise it was just the bangs and things like this. And at nights when the air raids were on, you slept under the stairs in a single bed, my brother and myself. And a lot of people just went under the staircases to sleep. It's supposed to be safer than being in the rooms. That was when this is when they bombed the Nettleton Hill and all in Sentry were dropped. None lit any villages, any of the village houses. But my father, there's a stream that goes through the village under the road. And him and another special constable were under the bridge, and they got a bomb at each end of it. So they were in the water under the bridge and they couldn't come out because there was a bomb each side of them. Yes, they were perfectly all right. They just went under there for safety. And as I say, the bombs went in the stream each end. We did quite well because we're poultry, and there was always rabbits and things like this, so you had them quite regular. But there was a shortage of beef, but a lot of families kept a pig for to last them through the year. And these were all big pigs when they did kill them off, and then they shared all the sausages and pork pies out. But otherwise we did quite well, except for things like sweets and butter and this. Well, there was, but they were very rationed.